Okay, so 2.5 inches of rain now. We just had another 2.5 inches of rain. I'll tell you, this has been a tough one. It's been a pretty tough year, if you ask me. Well, I guess you're not asking me, but I'm going to tell you. So, what do you do when you got 2.5 inches of rain and you really need to get your shit done? Well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you up here on this machine here because I think my lighting is okay. Maybe I'm squinting a little bit here. I'll put my glasses on. You won't have to see me squint. So what I'm going to do is tomorrow's Monday. I got a lot of work I need to do. I got to finalize a couple of loans that I'm taking out to do this straw deal. I have to take out 2 loans, equipment loans. As you should probably know, I'm buying a baler. And I'm also buying a new stack wagon. At least that's the deal. That's what I need to do. In order to move the volumes of straw that we'll be baling with 2 Krone balers, I need a stack wagon that can keep up. At least, you know, even if it doesn't keep up, at least get me something, get us somewheres close to where we need to be. You know, so even if we're done running the balers, and the stack wagon can still go because it's going to be a Bale Runner 16K. It's been ordered. I just have to finalize the loans and make sure that everything is the way I need it to be in order to do this job. The job is going to pay fairly well, I would say. I should be able to walk away with some money in the bank and some equipment paid for, and that's just the whole thing. You know, let's get this job going. So, but that's not what we're talking about today. What I'm talking about today is trying to get this hay that I have laying on, you know, that's out in the fields. It's got to get mowed. We're pretty much in a refrigerator right now. Grass is done growing. Got to be done growing. If it's not done growing, it's damn close to being done growing. You know, it's done growing. We've had frost. This morning it was like 30 degrees, so we've had a pretty heavy frost. That's all. Everything's dead. But what we have is this thick, heavy matting of hay on top of this ground that is now saturated. You can walk on it. I can mow it. I think, but the balers are just not going to hold up on top of it. So even to mow in a lot of these areas, we're going to be cutting in pretty substantially. So here's my thoughts and what I'm going to do. The one mower, the Case windrower, I cannot use. There's just no way that thing is going to float across this ground. But I do have the Gale 2512, and on the back of the Gale, and I took these off years ago. On the back of the Gale, there's these wonderful hinges. You see, here's one, and there's another one there, and you have this deflector here. And well, what happened to the boards was that these are kind of flimsy, so they broke out. Both of them, both sides. And I had these boards here that had a plate that came across the back here with a curtain, and the whole idea of that was to shoot it to the back, get it as close as you can, and drop it down. I think there was a curtain in the back of this one. No, there was no curtain in the back of this one. It was just these flails, and you have this deflector here. You could deflect it down, and if I got it right, if I remember correctly, there's just this silly little, yes, there's that silly little crank. So anyway, what this will do is, you know, if you shoot it straight back, you get somewhat of a narrow windrow with it just like that. But I need an extraordinarily narrow windrow. So let me take you in the shop here, and I'll show you where they are. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to put them on. This place is a disaster. We did a lot of work here the last few days. This is just normal disaster stuff. But here they are. Yes, and it does have that. It does have that thing on the back there. So, man, is that for the Gale, or is this for the New Holland? That might even just be for the New Holland. I don't know. There's the Gale part. Let me see. I think this also goes to the Gale. I can't remember. It's been years. You know, I've owned that thing for 12 years. So Yeah, they are. That does go to that. Yep. So anyway, yes, this piece here gets attached at the bottom. These are the wings, and that there sets the width. So those pins go in through here and here, and then you can close them up to make a nice tight windrow. Now you're probably wondering why I even want to bother doing that. Well, it's pretty simple. I want to bother doing that is because I got to get this ground exposed. Now the John Deere windrower, the W235, that I can fully adjust that, and I've done it, and it works pretty good. So I can adjust those in and make a nice tight windrow so that it exposes the ground. Now yesterday, this was a mud puddle. Right here, this was a mud puddle. Water ran down. You can see how it came down through there and around, and this was a mud puddle. But because this is exposed, it dried right out. It did. It really did dry right out. Down below here, below the barn, it's the same thing. So what I'm going to do here in a few minutes, I'm going to put it on the 7530. That guy right there. I'm going to put that on this machine and back it in, and we're going to put those things on because that tractor will float across the ground, and I'll be able to mow with this. Now for the John Deere will not float, but the John Deere will definitely receive a pair of duals. So tomorrow I'm going to look for a pair of duals to go on that John Deere W235 so that thing will float. They're simple 20.838 tires, and I can buy a set of duals, clamp-on duals. I don't think I can get axle mounts, but clamp-on duals for that, and yeah, go from there. So yeah, that's that. You know, and I've been looking at this piece of equipment here. See this piece of equipment here? This is an international, I think it's called a Paystar payloader, international payloader. It's definitely an international payloader, and I want to sell it. I don't use it. I have used it and I have run it, but I want to sell it. It's just time to go. So if anybody's interested in it, it's got an International 262 diesel. It's the same engine that's in an International 706. It's an IDI engine. But yeah, indirect injection. The starter is a little weak, that's all. So what I was going to do is pull the starter out of there and have it overhauled or replaced or rebuilt. And then the thing will be back together. So that should be for sale. I don't know, make an offer on that one. But as far as this John Deere loader is concerned, let me get you out. So here's the rims that are on this. I can get clip-on duals to put on here. What I'll have to do is actually weld on or drill holes in here to accept the, I don't know, man. They're going to be awful wide. They won't work. They just won't work. The 15-foot header just is too narrow for that. So that shit ain't going to happen. Damn it. I'm just running into one problem after the other. Oh well, such is life. But I could probably dual this one. This one's got, you know, this one here is a narrower machine, but who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, probably if I sucked them in good and close. But again, do I really want to go through all that trouble? I don't know. I just got to get my damn hay made. I'm getting really upset. The Heston's here. Anyways, that is the plan. That's what I'm planning to do with the... Somebody took a couple of my old tires. Who took those tires? I got enough junk around here, but I kind of keep track of my junk. Somebody took 2 of my tires, damn it. Oh well. I just needed to stop raining. You know, I just needed to stop raining. If it could stop raining for a month, literally just 1 month, it'd take me a week before I can get back onto the ground and then bail. Just bail. You know? Bail? Just bail. I don't know. Whatever. Such is life, I guess. I'm just disgusted right now. Anyway, whatever. I'll get it done eventually, even if it has to be when it's froze.